Welcome to day one of my beginner split series. This series is designed to help you enhance your flexibility, your mobility, the overall strength in your muscles. The goal isn't to force. Don't force your body to move. Don't force your body to fall into a stretch that it's not ready for. We're not rushing to the floor. This is a marathon. It's not a race. I want you to take your time, move as slow as you possibly can, and make sure that you're being consistent. Everyone's flexibility journey is different, but I don't want you to track your progress based on other people, what you see online, or even my progress. I've been stretching for 13 years, which is why I'm able to sit in this position as long. No experience needed. We're going to be focusing on progress over perfection. And consistency matters more than intensity here. So we're going to be focusing on how to be consistent versus us trying to intensify our stretches so that we can get to the results faster. That makes sense. I want to go over a few common myths that surrounds enhancing your flexibility. Number one, if it hurts, it's working. No. You hear me? No. Do you see me? No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey. If it hurts, it's working. No. We want to stretch our muscles. We don't want to strain our muscles. Doing new things to the body may be uncomfortable. So if it's uncomfortable, that's fine. If it hurts and it's intense and very painful, I want you to stop right then and there. That is your body's way of telling you, hey, no, not right now. This is not it. This is not for us in this very moment. So we're going to have to try to figure out how we can do this in a more comfortable setting. Please don't think bouncing more does not help you get into your stretch deeper. Adding bounces can actually pull and strain your muscles more than it would actually help them. So if you're taking your time, your body has the time to actually relax into the stretch. We want to do slow and controlled movements, okay? Slow and controlled movements, not here, okay? When we're just starting, this is beginner. We're studying the basic beginner stretches, okay? These are the basic movements that you need to learn how to do your splits in general. We're going to start with the basics. Bouncing is for advanced. We're going to leave the bounce for advanced. We're going to start slow with slow and controlled movements for the basic beginner movements. I want you to know that if you have any injuries, that doesn't mean you can't learn the splits. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you can't learn the splits. Even if you're 30, 45, 65, 75, you're never too old to learn how to do the splits or enhance your flexibility overall. So never think that you can't do anything. One of the main things that's not allowed in my classes or personal trainings, and now my virtual series, is can't. I don't want you to tell yourself what you can't do, because you can't. You just have to learn and see what your body is capable of doing. You don't have to stretch every day in order for you to see progress. You actually don't want to stretch every day whenever you're first starting out, if you're doing something specific like training for the splits. Because we're training our hip flexors to be a lot more open, we're not going to stretch every day. We're going to leave some time in between so that your body and your muscles have time to recover. You don't have to intensify your movements and stretches, but you do want to make sure that you're being consistent. Flexibility is only one part of the equation. Building your muscles strong actually helps you protect your joints a lot more from risk of injury. So don't focus on enhancing your flexibility only by itself, muscle strengthening, conditioning, and how you can strengthen your muscles while also making them flexible and increasing your mobility. Now we're going to talk about flexibility versus mobility. Flexibility is how far you can lengthen your muscles. Mobility is how easily you can move your muscles. This adds mobility here. How well I can move my body while I'm in the split. You need flexibility and mobility in order to get your splits, because not only are you splitting here and working our hip flexors, but you're also going to be working your lower back. You're also going to be working your hamstrings, your calf muscles, and your Achilles tendon, while also your feet. You're going to be using the top part of your body as well too to help you turn your body. You're going to be using your neck to help you as well too. So it's not only just the lower half, it's the full body that we use in order to achieve our splits. Think of flexibility as having the range, and think of mobility as actually having control over the range that you have, if that makes sense. I want you to grab something with some height. That way you can help, it can help you stretch your muscles and not strain. We want to focus on stretching here. We're not straining, we're stretching. Okay? So if you don't have yoga blocks, you don't have to use yoga blocks. Before we get started into our splits training, I want to see where your muscles are at. So by the time we are finished, I want you to set up your phone so that you can get a video of your progress. We are going to track the progress of our splits throughout this entire series, okay? So first, I want you to stand up as straight as you possibly can. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you release out through your mouth, I want you to slowly drop the body forward. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Knees bent. Do you feel lightheaded whenever you're down? Do you feel lightheaded? Are your knees bent or are they straight? Are you able to touch your toes or no? We're going to check our hip flexors, all right? So in order for us to check our hip flexors, we're going to start on all fours. We're going to take the knee up just like this, right? We're going to take that leg that's on the ground. We're going to extend it up just like that, right? Does your hip feel tight? And can you stand? Can you look forward? All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back onto all fours, and we're going to do the opposite leg just to kind of see where each hip flexor is. What you want to do to one side, you want to do to the other, so that we can see which side is dominant and which side we need to work on a little bit more. We're going to extend that leg up, right? What you're going to do is extend that leg in the back. Are you comfortable? How is this hip flexor? Are you able to lift your head while doing the opposite side? So now we're going to check our inner thighs. How close are your knees to the floor? Are they pretty close? Are they up here? Are they kind of halfway to the floor? Or are they able to really touch the floor? Mine aren't able to really touch the floor unless I have actual weight or pressure being applied. So if your knees aren't touching the floor, that's okay. If your knees are up here, that's okay. If your knees are touching the floor, that's amazing. But I just want you guys to know that it's not first, second, or third place based upon how far or how close your knees are to the ground. It just means that we have to work on opening and strengthening the inner thighs so that we are able to get them closer to the ground. Do both hips feel the same whenever you're in butterfly stretch like this, in your butterfly pose? Are both of your hips comfortable in this position, or does one side feel tighter than the other? If you have yoga blocks, I want you to use your yoga blocks. What we're going to do is we're going to put the yoga blocks out in front of us, right? And then I want you to slowly slide into your splits, however far you can go, right? We're going to check our hamstrings, okay? Let's see how far you can go into your stretch so we can get your progress photo, okay? We want to make sure that we're tracking our progress so that you know how far you're actually going down into your splits, okay? I want you to slide down only until you feel a gentle stretch, not a strain. You don't want it to be too painful, okay? Don't force yourself. All right, if you're gonna start that right leg, we're gonna bring it back and let's switch sides to see. That was my right side. Now we're gonna go to that left leg, right? We're gonna come up just like this, and you're gonna slowly slide down. Once you feel that stretch, I want you to stop, okay? Then you take a photo. Then you could take a screenshot of your video. That way you have day one progress photo. Some safety tips I want to share with you guys is to always warm up before you stretch. Always warm up before you stretch. Cold muscles are less flexible. Hot muscles are extremely flexible. Never force a stretch, okay? If your body doesn't feel comfortable going into a stretch, I want you to stop immediately. Stop immediately. Don't try to push or force your body into a stretch, because that is how we have injuries. That is how we pull muscle. I want you to keep your movements as slow as possible, okay? Speed can increase your chances of injuries, okay? So sometimes if your body is telling you to slow down, I want you to listen to it, okay? Your progress isn't determined by somebody else's progress. I don't want you to rush the process at all. I am on your time. You can always pause it. You can always go back if you need to. It's totally okay. If you are stretching and you feel numbness in your body, if you feel a sharp pain or tingles, I want you to stop immediately, okay? Like I said, this is not a race, this is a marathon. I want to help you as much as I possibly can, but we have to make sure that we are doing it properly. It's not about what you're doing, it's about how you're doing something. You can stretch as much as you want to, but if you're not doing it intentionally, you're not going to genuinely feel tension release in your muscles. Last but not least, stay consistent. It is so important that you focus on consistency and progression over perfection. Know your splits isn't going to look like how my splits look, at least right now, but small actions make big improvements. So, if you have yoga blocks, we're going to be using those a lot. If you don't have yoga blocks, that's fine, that's okay. Use props, okay? We're gonna make sure that we are using our props the best to our abilities. If you don't have yoga blocks, that is okay. I want you to use something with height to help you actually stretch, okay? So we're going to be using props, so make sure that you have something with height that you can use. Even if one side of your body feels lighter, I still want you to focus on stretching both sides, not just one. Even if you're focusing on your right split, I still want you to stretch the left side of your body as well too, because what you do to one side, I want you to do to the other. That way your body is equally balanced and tension is released on one side, tension is released on the other. Therefore, your overall body's tension is alleviated and you're not just working on one side and strengthening just one side. Knee protection. Whenever we're doing stretches, our movement on our knees, if you have any knee pain, any knee injuries, I want you to always wear knee pads. Or if you don't have knee pads, that's totally okay. I want you to use a pillow, or I want you to use a blanket, or you can use a towel, or you can use stuffed bears, anything that will help you not put so much pressure on your knees and cause pain. Okay? So always protect your knees, always protect your elbows. I just want you to know that we are all trying to better ourselves in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So don't be so hard on yourself. Actually, be proud of yourself for taking this step into um, working on something that you have been wanting to work on for so long. I'm really proud of you for taking this step. Being uncomfortable and trying new things is not easy at all. It is actually very difficult. Starting it can be the most difficult process of it all. So it's okay. I'm not you. You're not me. If your splits was meant to look like, if your splits was meant to look like my splits, you would already have them. You are right where you're supposed to be in the moment that you're supposed to be there, okay? And that completes our video for today. Great job. I'm so proud of you for completing your first and official splits introduction into basic beginner splits training. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to express to you guys how grateful I am for you trusting me with your body and your splits journey. Remember where you are right now today, because this is going to be the start of your journey, your progress journey, and tracking your progress and the movements that we've done today. The reason I wanted you to record them is so that whenever we get more into the series, you can actually see the progress you've made so far. And seeing your progress is actually a lot different than, oh, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. But once you can actually see, like, oh, I can actually reach a little bit further, or my hips aren't actually as tight as they were before, you start to actually look forward to tackling these tasks and helps you be more consistent. Day 2 of splits training, we will be focusing on opening up the hips. Today was just more so an introduction into the splits. I wanted you guys to know what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing things, and some of the things that I want you to expect while we're going through this series, and some of things I just wanted you guys to just get out of your head a lot more. We're always in our head, so it could be a lot harder for us to be present within our physical body, which causes tension. And the more tense you are, the harder it is for your body to actually relax. So if you are scared, nervous, or uncomfortable, if you're very nervous, your body will feel it and you'll tense up. And if you tense up, it can cause you to pull a muscle and cause you to strain a muscle. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're relaxed. We want to make sure that you're relaxed as possible, okay? We want to make sure that even if it is new to the body, we want to still make sure that we are doing things properly. We don't want to rush into our splits. We want to glide into our splits. And the slower you go, the more you will actually notice the the faster you'll see results, because while you're taking your time, you're also conditioning your muscles to be a lot stronger when you move at a slow and controlled pace. Common mistakes, what you'll be stretching, and what to feel when you are stretching. In each and every series, I'm going to correct form. I'm going to teach you how to intentionally breathe and release the tension from your overall body. Even though this is a split series, I still want to work on full body, because you're using your entire body, not just your hips and your hamstrings for the splits. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to comment any suggestions or any other video ideas that you think that I should put out. Thank you.